Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Specifically, welcome to the newest and latest team race. And this video is going to be a tips and tricks video to explain to you, all of you, how to maximize the number of laps you can do in this team race. Because in this team race, this specific team race, everyone has the opportunity to get up to a rank 5 Shademoon. So first let's read about this new monster. A new Grand Prix has started. This time the Grand Prix is Shademoon, a magic attacker with a super cool trait. He's immune to ignites and burning, and he has dodges all area attacks. His skill set includes heavy hitting moves along with some stuns and curses. He can also apply evasion and a spirit hater to himself to deal with Zyron and other spirits. His special skill applies curse and possession to all enemies. Wow, oh wow, does that sound impressive. Before that, look at this. There is currently a happy hour. Maybe not when you're actually watching this video because there's only 40 minutes left. But if you know anything about me, the number one thing I think people should be spending gems on is buying orbs during happy hour. So I'm going to spend 20 gems to buy some orbs, and I'm going to spend 22 gems to buy some orbs, and then I'm going to exit out. So everyone always wonders, how do I get so many orbs? You know, I don't spend money on gems on this account. I don't spend money on my baby account. I don't spend money at all. Other than buying the Nemesis monsters, I've never spent on gems. How do I get so many orbs? How was I able to get a rank 4 War Master and everything? It's seriously only because I buy during happy hour. But with that said, this video isn't about orbs, it's about Shademoon and the Grand Prix. So let's see what kind of tasks we have going on. And again, we're in the middle of PvP, so I'm going to do some. And here comes the number one advice. You need to let your team know what you're going to be doing. Not so much in the joint effort and the do your part, but definitely for the one for all. But just so my team knows, I'm going to let them know that I'm going to be doing some PvP attacks. And with that out of the way, let's get right into PvP. The number one thing you want to do in PvP is you want to change your defense team, and I haven't done it already, I must have been on baby count. You want to make your defense something super weak that can easily be beaten, and the reason you want to do that is, for one, you get to help other teams, so when another team fights your defense, they get a super easy win, and you'll see as I refresh, I'll probably find some easy bases. And the other reason you want to do it is because you want to get easily beaten, so that way you can have an easy defense log win. So let's see, let me just scroll all the way to the bottom. Because when you have an easy team, it's very likely that the team that beat you it's not like a typically hard team. So you want to do that as many times as possible. Let me do Samurai Warrior. And cool, I got ult. Bloodthirsty, Bestial Whirlwind, kills everyone. So yeah, always set your defense to something that's very easy, that can easily be beaten, so you can get easy revenge battles. That's basically the gist of it. That's how you want to do all the PvP battles. If you ever have a one for all PvP quest, do not skip it with gems. What you want to do is you want to use gems to buy more attacks, because it ends up being a lot cheaper. So right now it's at 13 out of 15. I'm pretty sure I have some teammates working on it, so I'm not going to waste my attacks. So I'll just kind of back off, because when I went in to do an attack, it was at 9 out of 15. So I'm pretty sure they can take care of it. Let's see, do your part. 15 members must feed with 70k food. Fortunately, that's about all I have. So let me go into my monster vault. I'm pretty sure I'm working on this monster right here. Doesn't really matter who you feed. That's 70k right there. So I did my part. But yeah, the number one strategy, the number one tip and trick is you need to communicate with your team. So usually that involves your whole team being on some sort of site where they can communicate. Because no offense to the in-game chat, it's not really the best. So I recommend using Discord or using Facebook Messenger specifically. Your whole team needs to be on some sort of program where they can communicate, where you guys have a consensus on how many laps you're going to do per day, what goal are you going to go after. And again, calling out nodes or calling out quests is very important. For example, first member to rank up 4 common monsters. Imagine if I was trying to rank up and another teammate was trying to rank up and another teammate was trying to rank up. We're all kind of wasting our time and resources and cells, our common cells, trying to rank up monsters. So that wouldn't be a good idea, especially when it's a one for all quest that everyone has to collect gold. Can you imagine if all of our team was to collect gold? We would be wasting our gold collection when another node is gonna pop up where we all need to collect gold. So always communicate. Here, let me transition over real quick to the baby account. See right here, one for all. First member to collect 430k food completes the quest. Imagine if I collected. See, right now my collections are ready to be collected, but imagine if I collected and my teammate collected and someone else collected, it would just go to waste. So don't do that. You need to always communicate. That is the number one rule of team race if you want to be successful. And in terms of completing other quests, I normally don't collect. So let me just collect to show you guys. Most of these are full with 1 mil. That way when a node pops up that requires me to collect like 780k, or a one fraud that requires a single player to collect like 22 million, I could do that. So I could call out and I could do that. For food, I would like to plant winged angel beans. So make sure to plant some winged angel beans because those give you 20,000 food, and there's a lot of nodes that say collect 20,000 food or collect 30,000 food. That's easy to do. I also have some here that is the black lotus root, because there are some one fraud quests that say one player must collect 560,000 food by himself, and I could do that if I need to. So be sure to do that. For breeding, I like to, let me breed, or actually let me show you my breeding log. There's lots of nodes that require you, or there's lots of nodes that require you to breed a common monster, or an uncommon, or a rare. And now we have these new type of quests that are thematic quests that require you to, for example, the one for all, you have to breed only nature monsters, so fire wouldn't count. So always have those options available. So if I go into my breeding and I go into fire, notice that I have a fire monster that is ready to be bred. If I breed this fire monster with a fire legendary, I will get a guaranteed fire common. So let me just showcase that real quick. And I have my breeding temple activated right now, so it only takes a couple seconds. And if I breed nature, a nature common with a nature legendary, I will always get a nature common. So really simple tricks to get your nature and your common fire really simple tricks to get your nature and fire common monsters. For uncommon, it's pretty simple. Just breed a fire common and a nature common, and you'll get your either your you'll get your pandakin or your greenosar, which is your uncommon or your rare. And again, with your tempo activated, it only takes a couple seconds. And then what you also want to do is you want to stack up on cells to rank them up. So if I go to rank up and I go to, let's see, if I go to common, look at that. I have a good number of common cells. I have 1,380. So to rank up a common monster, if I go to uncommon, I have 3,000. If I go to rare, if I go to pandakin, I have 890. I should get more of those. So yeah, you basically just want to be sure you have a lot of cells ready to rank up your common and your uncommon. And as I always tell people, I like to have a nature habitat right next to my breeding, to my hatchery and my breeding, right next to my monster lab, so I can really quickly maneuver. For example, if I go to extract and I extract a pandakin, let me do that real quick. Yes sir. Exit out. I can really quickly place my new nature monster on that nature habitat. I can really quickly hatch, I can repeat, I can collect. So it's just a little hint to help you do everything really fast. It's all right here. Everything is centered right here in this little area. So I can see how easily I can do it. I can quickly go to extract again. Extract a rare, another pandakin. Okay, yes. Exit out. And by the time I do all this, like, something else is ready. So hopefully that much makes sense, and I was really hoping another node will pop up. Probably one of the harder nodes is the do your part. If it's a do your part, gosh, it sucks. You really just have to hope you have an active team. Right now we have 5 out of 30 players. We need 15 players to get on and feed their monsters. So this is where having some sort of outside of the chat communication system comes in handy. You want to go on Discord, you want to go on Facebook, you want to ping everyone and be like, hey, get on and feed a monster. And anyhow, I noticed the joint effort still isn't available, so I'm going to let my team know I'm doing the last PvP. That way they know I'm attacking. So I'll get that last attack in. And let's see, can I beat anyone? We'll go after Adam Jonas. I'm a little scared because that Baba Yaga is kind of fast. And this is why you ideally don't want to be in a high... Yeah, of course. You don't want to be in a too high league during the race because you're going to have some tough opponents. And you want to minimize that as much as possible. So let's go, let's do Bestial Charge. Oh, ult again, sure, I'll take it. So easy win, fortunately for me. But as you can see, tougher battle. The tougher the battles, the longer it takes, and you do not want that. So I shall spin the wheel. And yeah, that's basically it. Again, if it's a one for all PvP, do not skip it. Please do not skip it. Instead, you just want to buy more attacks right here. It only costs 5 gems to buy more attacks, but that only works if you have easy opponents to face, which is why you make your defense really, really weak. Again, you're doing a favor to other players attacking you, and you're doing a favor for yourself, and that's really the absolute best thing you can do. There is one node, and let me switch over to the baby account. There is this one node that requires players to breed epic monsters, and honestly, the best way to bypass those nodes is pretty much to skip them entirely. More so the one for all, not so much the joint effort and the do your part. The do your part that requires you to beat an epic monster, honestly you guys can do that as a team. The one for all, on the other hand, that quest, you probably just want to skip it outright with gems. And it's typically going to cost you like 200 to 240 gems. So if it's a one for all epic, you probably want to bypass it. If it's a joint effort, you can pretty much do it. Right now they have a breeding event going on, and if you fail to get Flirty or Krampus, you'll probably end up with the epic monster. There's also some other combinations you can use. Some of my favorite and more reliable combinations have been, let's see, Magic and Magic. I don't know why this works. Let's see, where are you? If you do Terra Crank, so Earth and Magic with another Earth and Magic like Tartarus, a lot of times I find myself getting an epic monster. See, I did it right here. No editing, no nothing. You activate your breeding temple, activate, fast breeding, and bam. If I pay 7 gems just to prove to everyone it's an epic monster, there it is, epic monster. So if we go back to the node, Grand Prix, check this out. We are now 9 out of 11, and I can try the combination again. 24 seconds, nope, it's probably gonna be, I forget like, the bad thing about this combination is you might end up with a Genie. Genie is a 19-hour common, but a lot of times I found that I get the epic monster. So you can try it. Another popular combination is Thundernex and Tarzape. Let me see if I have them. I think I have them. I should have them. Breed, so Fire and Thunder. Where are you? Thundernex, him. If you do Thundernex and Tarzape, where is Tarzape? I know I have him. If you do this combination, you're bound to get a Rhinex, you're bound to get a Griffix, you're bound to get... Who is it? It's another of the Thunder... Oh, Rabix. So you can get 3 epic monsters with this combination of Thundex and Tarzape. So that's another popular one. But again, for whatever reason, I've been super lucky with Terra Crank and just the Thunder Magic. See, there's another one. So I'm going to do this for my team. Sell this. I'll fast forward this. Bam. Repeat. Look, I got another one. 3 epics in a row. I'm telling you guys, this is a really, really good combination. Go back to the Grand Prix. Look, there we go. We passed it. Thanks to being able to breed them. And yeah, so that's my advice to everyone. There's also some nodes, as you saw right there, that require you to craft a level 3 rune or level 4 rune. A lot of times I like to have them ready. So I'll just quickly go to craft and I'll put like level 2 runes together. 1, 2, 3, and another one. So in case that pops up, it's just really quickly. I don't need to wait 5 minutes. Sometimes I like to have the level 4 rune ready, just whatever I feel like it, or 15 minutes. So anyhow, that's advice there. All members contribute as much as they can to breed 2 legendaries. Well, now you guys know on node number 6, or on lap number 6, yeah, on the 6th node, yeah, no, the 6th lap, yikes, man, I'm terrible. On the 6th lap, you're gonna have to breed legendary monster. So maybe you should designate some team members to go after that legendary monster. And again, there is this flash breeding event going on. Oh, that's not it. There is this flash breeding event going on somewhere. There's also the breedable legendaries that you can go after. But at the end of the day, it really does fall back to just having communication with your team. Again, as you look through my habitats, I haven't collected on my legendaries just because I know there's going to be a node that my team might need me. I haven't collected my food because my team's going to need me. Your PvP attacks, you want to save them. Don't forget about your daily goals where you get 2 extra PvP attacks. So don't just waste them. Be very, very smart about them. You can stack up your attacks if you want to. You could have like 5 ready for the next day or even 6 ready for the next day. So just be smart about how you use your attacks. And I think I pretty much went through most of what I wanted to say. I would say the cool thing about this race, let me go back to this account. The cool thing about this race when compared to other race is that it is longer. We have 11 days as opposed to 7 days. It kind of sucks that they added these thematrics, whatever, however it's pronounced. These quests that involve, like before it would have been first player to rank up 4 commons. Now it's 4 player to rank up 4 common nature. I don't know how difficult it's going to be in the future. If it's going to be like 4 common thunder, 4 common earth. You must breed 5 epic natures, because that gets a little more difficult, which might be why they made it longer. So I don't know. Right now it's been pretty easy. If it's only common nature, common fire, that's easy. We can handle that. But if it's like a one for all, 1 player must breed 4 common magics. The common magic takes a while, like I said, 19 hours. So we'll see how that goes. Really quickly, rewards. Well, if you do 4 laps, you'll get an Epic Kaori. 8 laps, you'll get Chrysandre, which is a really great monster, so you shouldn't be disappointed. 10 laps, you'll get the Shademoon, the new monster. 14 laps, you'll get rank 1. 18 laps, you'll get rank 2. 25 laps, you'll get rank 3. 50 laps, you'll get rank 4, which is what we're used to. But now, if you do 100 laps, you'll get a rank 5 Shademoon. So, is it worth it? Honestly, yes. The races, it's worth it because your whole entire team of 30 players gets the reward. Like, even looking at the 10 laps, it's honestly not that hard to do 10 laps, especially when you have 11 days. Like, think about it. You need to do 1 lap per day, and you can slack off on the last day, and you would get, your whole team will get Shademoon, which is a legendary monster, and technically legendary monsters are valued at 249 gems. So your whole team is getting a legendary monster. That's all you need to think about. The fact that your whole team gets a legendary monster, 30 players, when all you need to do is maybe use up bit gems to skip some epic nodes, it's pretty amazing. The rewards wise, this is pretty amazing. Typically my team tends to do 25 laps. I think we're going for 50 laps? I'm not sure. I know I talk a lot about communication, but I've been kind of out of the loop for a while because I've been dealing with other stuff. I think maybe the team might want to do 100, but that would be 10 laps a day, which also isn't impossible. There's a problem with New Year's and New Year's Eve going on, but most students are out of school right now, so maybe it is possible to do 100 laps during this time. As far as is the monster good? Personally, I think so. I think he's pretty darn amazing. He's immune to Ignite and Burning, and he has a status caster dodge area, which I think is great. I've been seeing that a lot of people are saying that he was nerfed, and that's always because, and this is what I hate, like I love and I hate Taringa. The thing about Taringa is, and I tell this to multiple people, that is leaked information that is not official nor confirmed. So if people see something on Taringa and they're like, oh wow, this monster's gonna be amazing, but then when the monster's released, if something changed, then they're like, oh, this monster sucks now, he's nerfed. Just because they saw it on Taringa on the first time. Again, just remember, Taringa isn't official, so I don't know if the monster was really nerfed or if just Social Point decided to change it, if that really counts as a nerfed, because again, it's not official information. So I don't like to do my judgment on a monster based on what it is on Taringa alone. From what I see, the main complaint is that his dodge area trait turned out to be a status caster and people don't like that. I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, I guess the new War Master kind of counters him because now you can just remove that. Although I'm still tempted to see what happens. If the dodge area trait is supposed to counter AoE effects, Great Dispel from the new War Master is an AoE. So what takes priority? Does removing effects take priority? Or does the dodge area trait, status caster, whatever it may be, does that actually cancel out Great Dispel because it's an AoE skill? Because my head would tell me that your trait, your dodge area ability, would be able to bypass Great Dispel, so you wouldn't be able to remove it. The only way to remove the status caster dodge area would be if it was a single remove positive effects, not an AoE. So maybe Shademoon is still going to turn out to be really amazing. I'm not going to do an analysis on him yet. I'm going to wait a while because I don't want to give out bad information. But I would say just go for the monster. There's nothing wrong with going for him, obviously. Just talk with your team, see what you guys are going to decide for as a team. Are you going to go for the 50 laps, the 100 laps, 25 laps, maybe you just want him at rank 2, whatever it may be, just you have to decide on your team. You guys all definitely just need to be on the same page. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully on the weekend I can do a live stream on the race, although races are kind of boring because it's pretty much this, just waiting around for a teammate to just complete the remaining nodes that need to be completed. First, remember to rank up for common monsters. I can do that. So yeah, races are kind of boring, so maybe if there's a war or something, then I can do it. The video on the War Master rank 4 might have to wait because I don't want my Monster Lab to be occupied ranking up Charizard when I have to help my team rank up commons and uncommons and rares. So unfortunately that might suck, and it's going to take me a while to do the PvP attacks because I also have to wait to use my PvP attacks. I don't know, if I find the time to do a quick video I will. Otherwise it might take a while before I actually get to showcase a monster. But I'll definitely showcase Charizard at level 100 because at least I can utilize them then. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Give me your guys' thoughts. What do you think about Shademoon and whatever changes? Because I'm not fully aware if there's any more changes. Again, if it's just a trait, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. I wouldn't consider it a hard nerf. I wouldn't consider the monster being terrible like I've been seeing some people say. I think the monster is still very good, especially considering we get them ranked up. And again, like is it really a nerf? I would say no. And I don't even really know what it is that's being nerfed, but yeah, whatever. But what else? Oh yeah, also let me know, or I don't know if I already asked this, what laps, how many laps are you and your team going to be going for? Oh, and one very important thing, be careful when jumping to teams, because there have been teams and leads that end up just using people. You know, they'll get you on the team, maybe they'll lure you in global. They'll be like, hey, join our team and we'll give you co-lead. Hey, join our team, we're in first place and we will keep you on the team, but then they'll kick you out. So just be careful, be very, very, very careful. Be very, very, very careful on global. I would hate it, like, and it happens every single race where someone messages me about how they helped so much, how they were like top in their team, they were the most active, and they got kicked out in the last few seconds of the race. That sucks. So be careful. Typically in races, you want to stick with people you know. You want to stick with people that you've been in a team with, you've been loyal with. Okay, so just watch out. Okay, that's what I gotta say. Watch out for those kinds of teams. And what I would always recommend for everyone, if you do join a random team, make sure you click here on mates and take a screenshot of how many points you had. Even gems, like if you were to skip a node, see when you click complete node, you have to spend gems. Take a screenshot of your account before and after you spend gems. That way other people can actually confirm that what you're saying is the truth, that you actually have been spending gems, because there's really no way of knowing, right? So just do that. Please do that and be careful. With that being said, oh, I guess the last thing I should mention, position wards don't matter. And I mention this because it doesn't matter who's on your bracket. Let's say you're facing the #1 team. That doesn't matter. And I say it doesn't matter because all that matters is how many laps your team does. For example, if the teams in first, second, and third, if they all get 100 laps, and we're in, let's say we were in 14th place, whatever. Let's say we're in 8th place and we get 100 laps, all of us will get a rank 5 Shademoon. Where this matters, where the placement of this matters, is in the position rewards, which honestly aren't worth the effort. Like 80 Elementium and 150 Elemental Cells, yeah, it's nice, but it's not worth the effort. So don't worry about the position rewards. Don't matter, honestly, don't even matter so much about the individual rewards. Like, you're just gonna end up fighting your own teams to try to get, what, some extra cells and a relic chest? The food is nice. Everyone should get the 5 million food. So that's the max you can get. Everyone should hopefully do that, especially if you're going after the 50 and the 100 laps. But don't fight over your team over points, please. Just focus on the lap rewards. As a team, decide how many laps you're going for. And with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think about these races. Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Do you like the changes with the new thematic quest? Do you like that it's now 11 days instead of 7 days? Whatever thoughts you have on the race, please let me know in the comments below. With that being said, I'm Armor Gaming. Best of luck to all of you on this new Grand Prix.